Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online guide, where today I'm going to be going over the entirety of the Diamond Casino heist process.
This approach relies on going in hard and fast and violent and catching security on the back foot.
What things do, what things to do, and what things to not do. As well as explain why the Diamond Casino heist can go die. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so to begin, this is how the Diamond Casino heist works. It's a whole bunch of setup missions and just one heist. Just one. But the amount of setup missions that you have to do to be able to do the heist is a lot, so don't think you'll be robbing the casino in less than an hour. There's a lot of preparation you have to do, and that's if you just want to do the mandatory missions. Yes, that's right, while there's setup missions that are mandatory for you to be able to undertake the heist, if you decide to take on the heist while doing the bare minimum possible, you're gonna have a pretty bad time. Looking at the planning board, you'll see a bunch of missions with asterisks on them. Those missions are mandatory, but you'll also find a whole bunch of optional missions which, depending on the one you complete, can grant you extra perks during the final heist mission. One preparation mission will grant you extra armor, another will reduce the firepower of the guards inside the casino, another will offer you extra perks. It works kinda like that. Later in the video I'll go over which missions are worth doing and which are not worth doing, either because they take too long or are too expensive to pay to have done for the perk that you acquire, or the perk is just not necessary. When you begin playing your heist, you are given options of different loadouts. There's weapons, transport, and finally hacking. The more of the cut that you put into these, the better equipment you get. Just like in GTA 5 single player. Simple. For weapons, I'd recommend just going cheap. The armor that you get for doing the appropriate mission pretty much does all of the work for you. The weapons you get will do the job just fine, so long as you have the armor. For vehicles, avoid going cheap. Get something a little better than cheap. I went cheap myself for my playthrough and I regret it. For hacking, go as expensive as possible because... So with that set up, it's time to do the preparation missions. The missions emulate the style of the Motorcycle Club or CEO business stock missions, which means that the more people you have helping you out, the better. You can do these missions alone, but don't do them alone. A lot of the missions have more than one thing to carry home, and if you're just on your own, you have to make 2 trips, and sometimes these trips are long, even if you're using an Oppressor Mark II to get around. In fact, while I'm talking about help, overall, if you plan on doing this heist series, find someone who wants to go all out with you to help out with the missions and the finale and give them half of the cut, to be fair. You will save so much time and this whole process will be much easier. Anyways, the missions take you all over the place. One mission you're sneaking around that Doomsday place, which I can't remember the name of, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you ever played Doomsday. Another mission you're scuba diving to grab some stuff off the sea floor. Another you're in a prison. There's a lot of variety, I gotta give it that. And thankfully there is no loading screens for the missions. Yes! But yeah, you definitely need at least one guy to help you out just to carry stuff. And you need one guy for the heist anyway, so you may as well. Aside from having to complete the mandatory missions, there's a list of missions that I would recommend that you complete as well to make the heist a more profitable and streamlined experience. This one gives you more armor, which is a godsend, trust me. This one reduces the firepower of the guards, which I definitely recommend. This one gives you the key cards to make getting through doors faster, because normally you have to burn down the key fobs and that just takes ages. This one gives you a drill to allow you to get more money, and aside from the missions I pointed out, the rest are optional if you're inclined, but completing the likes of these missions reveal the locations of all the guards and all the surveillance cameras in the facility. Well, when am I ever gonna need that? They already know I'm breaking in, and getting spotted doesn't really do anything from what I've seen, so you can just ignore these missions if you want. Alright, on to the final heist. For my playthrough, we went through the back end. I haven't tried the front, but I assume the process will be pretty much the same. There's guards on the inside, and once you break in, you gotta take them all out, and then make your way to the vault, as well as any other optional safes that contain cash. Grab as much cash out of the vault before time runs out and you choke on poison gas, which kinda reminds me of that kid show Jungle Run back in the day. Only the kids got trapped inside the temple and didn't get choked on gas. Okay, bad comparison. Anyways, once you got the cash, go back out and then drive to the delivery point which you choose before you do the heist. The further away the goal you set, the more cash you get. I chose the furthest one because why the heck not? Sounds simple! If only it were. Okay, here's some pointers for the heist. Number 1. Use voice chat with your partner or partners if you have more than one. You will need it for the part where you have to swipe 2 card stations at once. Me and my partner didn't have that, so it took us like 20 tries to get it to work, and we had to keep starting and stopping just because the guards kept spawning and shooting us. It was annoying. Number 2. Rely on your armor to tank your way through the umpteen amount of guards on the inside. You're comparable to a juggernaut, which is pretty cool. Number 3. It would appear that every time you attempt the mission, the layout of the doors that are open and locked is random, so you can't just memorize where to go every time. Okay, so everything is pretty easy so long as you have armor and the guards have little weaponry. That is, until you get to the card swiper. This is one of 2 times you will have to do this. The other time you will have a time constraint to get out of there before you choke on poison gas and die! Use voice communication to swipe at the same time, and it should be pretty easy. When you get inside the vault room, one person should plant a burner or whatever it's called on the exterior cage walls, and then while you're waiting for the thing to burn away, you can take some cash that is on the inner area. Once you have the cash and are back outside, you don't really have to worry about the Blues Brothers amount of cops that are around you. Just run to the cars while shooting the legs of the SWAT that are trying to shoot you. It's relatively easy to run to the escape vehicle and get out of there. And once you're in the cars, lose the cops in any way you like and then just casually make your way to the goal. And after like 4 hours of doing everything that I've just explained in this video, I got a grand total of... yeah. Granted, I did pretty much all the wrong things you could possibly do for this heist, but that's what YouTubers are for. We do all the wrong so you can get it right. And if you do it just right, I reckon $1 million per player if you have a 2-man team is entirely possible. It's just a case of optimizing how you do the missions, what perks you decide to get, and who you hire to get your gear. Would I recommend you doing this for grinding? Hell no! If you want the cash fast, you gotta make the mission difficult for yourself, but then you have the problem of it being too difficult and you have to cancel out and replan. Or you can spend the time doing all the prep missions to make the heist go swimmingly, but then that's just eating your way at your cash per hour. Personally, I don't think there's any good sort of balance that works. It's either make the mission hard or get little profit. Simple. And goddamn was this mission a pain. By the end of it all, I just wanted to shove pencils in my eyes. It's just not a fun mission. The heist isn't that fun. The prep missions were undoubtedly more fun because I could go around, use whatever weapons and vehicles that I wanted to use. I could plan a strategy as to what to do for the objective, whereas in the heist finale, I'm stuck on a linear path using weapons I don't want to use and using cars that aren't always that good. Overall, for money, just stick to something else. In any case, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for loads more videos coming to you very soon. See you around, folks.